Okay, now we're going to talk about work planes, work points, and then we're going to talk about work planes. But we're going to start with work points, and they're points. And they can be what they call grounded. They're positioned in 3D space, but they're not associated with any of the geometry of the model. And they remain in that specified location. Um, they have multiple pieces to them. There's 4 pieces. There is an arrowhead, there's a leg, origin, and the plane itself. When you click on work point over here, it's below work axis, and to the right of work plane is point. And you're going to get this list of multiple different types of points that are available. Here is the different types of work points and how you go about actually creating them. Now, work planes. These are quite interesting and quite necessary, actually. You need to know that you have to occasionally use a work plane that isn't on one of the provided 4, the original 4 work planes. So you need to be able to create one. They're parametric, in other words, they can be changed, and they are larger than the part. They can be edited and deleted like a feature, and there's multiple ways to go about these. These are the work planes, and we have talked about an offset work plane. We'll talk about that one again right now. We're going to also do probably an angled work plane and such as that. So, all right, let's go to Inventor here. So this is the part, and you always have these work planes. This is the 3 work planes that we constantly have. And if I have something that I want to put in the middle of a part, I want to be able to create a work plane. So I'm going to go back to my 3D model tab here, and I'm going to click on work plane. This is an offset work plane, and you can select the arrow here and take a look at all the different ones. There are certainly bunches of them. And the one that I use quite a lot is offset from plane. So we have an existing plane. It can be a plane, it can be a surface. It doesn't really matter. And as all you do is you click on the word plane, put your cursor on the part or on the plane that appears, and you can just drag it over to whichever direction you want it to go. In this case, in is minus, so I'm going to put in minus 0.5, and it puts that work plane on that surface. Now I can create a 2D sketch on that surface, press my F7 key so that I'm in the middle of this thing, and I can see the interior of the part. If I don't want that, I can just unselect it, and I'll go back to home. So I'm going to finish the sketch. Okay, now another one that we'll use on occasion is the work plane angled, the angled one. Angle the plane around an edge. So you click on that, and first thing it says, select a line or a plane. So I'm going to click on that line. And then it wants me to click on another line or plane. And what's going to happen here is it's going to put on the screen the angle option. So I can put in a plane angle like 45 degrees. and I'll green check mark that. Let's take a look at this one from the side here. And what you'll notice is that the work plane that I just created is hinged on that point that is, or excuse me, on that line. So I'll go back to my home view. Let's do that one again. Angle the plane around an edge. So I'm going to select that line and this edge. I'm going to put in minus 30 degrees. And you can see now that my work plane is flipped up above. So that's what I would like it to be. So I'm just going to hit the check mark. Now I can put a sketch on that work plane, and I'm looking at it. I'm normal to it. In other words, I'm looking right straight on at it. So what you can do here is you can go to page number 160, and this talks about work planes and a UCS, and work through 160 through 164, creating different work planes, and you can submit that to me.